So, this is a quick room tour of our room aboard the Virtuosa. So for the first time, we have actually got an accessible cabin. It's the three of us sharing it. It's me, Carmen, who is the wheelchair user, even though she's stood here next to me. She's an ambulatory wheelchair user, and our daughter Adelaide. However, obviously on the cruises, you use your wheelchair quite a bit more, don't you?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, we can get by without an accessible room, but when there's ones available, especially when we booked this cruise so last minute, we thought we might as well utilise what we can.
And with, when we come at Adelaide, the pushchair, the wheelchair, the extra person.
Double chin, yeah.
The wheelchair takes up so much of the cabin.
Yeah, and also the main difference between this cabin and normal cabins is that there is no thing that you have to go over, which we really struggle to get your wheelchair over, don't we?
Yeah.
So this is a lot better.
And
yeah.
the step to the bathroom makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, and also there's supposed to be a ramp somewhere else, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So obviously, as usual, here is the door. It is actually an open up door instead of a like sort of push door from this perspective, which is pretty good. And then you can see here that there is no step over, whereas normally it's this, which is really hard to get the wheelchair over. But right next to the door, you get some hooks here, which obviously we're utilising for bags and coats, and something that was missing on the Preziosa. There's a nice space here for Carmen's wheelchair to park, and there's a connecting door which we're not using, so we use there for the pushchair as well. It is very nice and spacious in here. It is a balcony. Oh, Carmen's sipping her cocktail. So this is the bathroom. You do get a full-sized mirror on here. This is a good mum hack. We just got this from Amazon. It literally stores everything for Adelaide in here, from like muslins, accessories, vests, socks, and everything, especially when this is the only clothing storage to share between three. And there is a bunk here as well for older children. So having this is really good to help with the lack of space. So this is the bathroom. Obviously it does have a little ledge there so you can get over, and it is a wet room. So here is the wet room. It does have a chair. Obviously you got all the rails here. Rails in the shower. The shower curtain comes all the way around for some privacy. You got the toilet with rails on both sides. And then this is a wheel up sink as well, so there's plenty of space for you to wheel up to the sink. And it's just a standard sized basin. That's all sterilizer down there. Another thing that we're going to our mum's hack. There's a little bit of storage here, although it does fall over on rocky nights. Just use all this. And then there is a mirror here, which is good for obviously people who are in wheelchairs when they're doing their shaving. For me it's a good height. For other people it wouldn't be, because I am 4'11", so it's good for me and people in wheelchairs, but for anyone else probably not. I would still have to kind of bend down though. See in there, obviously you got this big mirror here. Then you've got a desk. If anyone's been on MSC cruises, you will know this is normally where the mirror is, because it normally doubles as a dressing table. However, they think that disabled people don't want to get ready because there is no mirror here. The only mirror is here, and obviously the hairdryer does not really stretch over to here, so that's not really thought out very well, is it? Just got like hair accessories and stuff in there. There is a mini fridge here. Excuse the Crocs on the floor. Mini fridges are obviously an extra charge. Got an ice bucket, all your regular stuff. Tea, excuse the absolute mess of this desk. And
all the child stuff.
Yep. And you've got the TV, you've got a phone. Oh, and one thing I didn't mention, there is a phone next to the toilet as well. For for any emergencies. Another hat, these hooks. I think most cruisers take these with you because this is a massive magnetic box, so it just helps with putting bags and stuff on there. Plenty of storage under the bed for your cases. Here is the bed. It can be a double or 2 singles. Now, the quilt, you can probably tell when we first came in here, our room was made into twin beds. We asked for them to be made into double, and instead of giving us a double quilt, we have been given 2 twin quilts. I guess we can't really argue.
I'd say I can't get told off for still in the quilt now.
Yeah. And then we've got Adelaide's travel cot. You got your bedside tables. I'm assuming when you have them, they will be either side of the bed. But hey, here we go. And then here is the balcony. I'm not going to open it because there's a few people on their balconies right now. We've got just a standard balcony. However, it is supposed to be a ramp here, but there is no ramp. There is holes, which obviously a wheelchair.
I fell down one whilst I was walking.
Yeah.
Imagine me in my wheelchair.
Exactly. And these aren't supposed to become the ramp, are they?
No, I don't think so.
That would be stupid. I don't know if it's something you have to request, but it should just kind of come with the room really, shouldn't it?
It should do.
Anyway, so then we have the wardrobe. So this is the storage space that you get. So you get some cubby holes right here. There is a safe behind there, but we don't use it, so we're using the space. And then I'm not going to open that drawer because it's our underwear. You got drawer space, 3 drawers there. And if you slide across the other way, then you've got hanger space. I did actually take one of these out. There is normally 2 bars, but because we've got some long dresses, I just took it out. So we've just got the 1 bar and I've just put it up there. But we keep our long dresses back here because obviously you've got this shelf here which we keep all of our shoes. Oh, and apparently the child's dirty socks. But yeah, I think that's all there is really to say about the room in there.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, so in terms of, well, I mean for us obviously the things like the ramp and that aren't too big of a problem, but thinking ahead, Carmen's condition's only going to get worse. So we think obviously when we do have to actually have accessible cabins every single time we come, and she is fully wheelchair bound, it's not going to be great. So we're just going to get some feedback about that. But yeah, so that's the room tour. And we got to go because we've got 4 more nights to be getting ready.
And we have like an hour to get 3 others ready.
Yeah.
Because the child is being dropped off in about 10 minutes.
Yes. So we will see you later. Bye.